All right, all right. LDWMMAC. This here is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Guys, you got Montana De La Rosa versus Borella Romero. How'd she beat that case? How did Mara beat that case? I mean, inquiring minds want to know. I mean, yeah, I'm going to talk about this fight. I am. But how on God's green earth did she beat that case? Like Borella, well, she was going to do some real time. And somehow she managed to beat it. Oh well, we'll talk about that later. So man, this fight right here, this was a fight that was a comeback fight for Montana De La Rosa, okay? Montana De La Rosa has been going up and down. And this was a fight much needed. She needed to win. Here comes Borella Romero. Okay, she tough. She real tough, but I said to myself, Mara, she's not gonna beat Montana De La Rosa. Number one, Montana De La Rosa got a size advantage. And number two, I didn't think Mara was a skill. And I just thought that the physicality of Montana De La Rosa would definitely prove to be too much. And I was right. In round one, Borella, she came out, nice and aggressive. And, she got up in the grill of Montana De La Rosa. And she made it tough, She got a good takedown. And Montana De La Rosa reversed it, but Borella, she reversed it back. And, these two, they were going back and forth. I felt like Borella, I felt like she edged out the first round, simply because she was a lot more busier, in my opinion, than Montana De La Rosa was. I felt like Montana De La Rosa was, in the feeling out process. Like, she was, doing a lot of feints, and she was trying to get Borella to bite, because I felt like Montana De La Rosa was collecting data so she could have a better second round. So round one, I gave it to Borella. I just thought the more clean, effective striking, the crisper punches were going with, Borella. In round two, Montana De La Rosa began to, get a little bit more comfortable, and she took the ass whooping to Borella. She couldn't deal with the wrestling of Montana De La Rosa. She couldn't deal with that. Borella was trying, but, Montana De La Rosa, she's too big and too physical. And, once the fight got to the ground, Montana De La Rosa did whatever the hell she wanted to do. Borella was just, she was a fish out of water. How she beat that case? I'm sorry. She was a fish out of water. She was there, she was trying, but, it was Montana De La Rosa just, popping in the side of the damn head, going at her, just all kind of crazy. Man, look, Montana could have got her out of there, man. I felt like Montana, had tried to fish for a submission. She was trying for a rear naked. The rear naked wasn't there. If I was in her corner, I would have been like, just keep hitting her in the head. Okay, the referee will stop it. Just keep beating her in the head, because Borella, she couldn't even defend. Okay, like, she really was no match for Montana De La Rosa. She couldn't do anything. Really, Borella just felt content just kind of defending submissions and just laying there and getting slapped around in the back of the damn head, on the side of the head. So it was kind of like round two was a very dominant round for Montana De La Rosa. And then round three, Montana De La Rosa hit Borella in the damn chin. I'm talking about hit her, set her ass down, dropped her. Montana De La Rosa dropped her. And I said, okay, all right, Montana, now it's time to go on and get this fight out of here, go on and finish the fight. And I got to give it to Borella. I got to give it to her. She put Montana De La Rosa in a guard, and she actually prevented Montana from raining strikes down. She stopped all that. She put her in a guard, a high guard, and then Borella was trying to fish for a triangle, but the triangle was ineffective because she was dazed. She was very dazed, and Montana De La Rosa had her. Pretty much had her. I just thought that Montana should have took her time, calmed down, and actually really thought about what she was doing. And I think she just went a little too wild, and Borella was able to get those arms and legs under control of Montana De La Rosa. It was a good fight. I hate that Daniel Cormier, he didn't ask Montana De La Rosa who she wanted next. And I think nowadays that's what you should be asking these fighters, that who do they want next. But then again, the women, they don't really aggressively call anybody out. Like, I noticed that. They don't do it. The men will do it in a minute. The women, they just be like, oh, well, It'll just be whoever they put in front of me, and I'll fight anybody. Like I was wanting DC to say, okay, who do you want to fight next? Who do you want? And then give Montana De La Rosa an opportunity to call that person out. No, I think we need to be quiet about Montana De La Rosa and Valentina. Like, we can't even put them in the same sentence. Like, we can't. We really got to stop. Montana, she not ready for no Valentina work. It's not there. She's not ready. And I don't think she can beat Valentina at this time. I don't think she'll be able to beat Valentina. I'm just being honest, okay? But, this is a good win. Okay, Mara Borella, she's solid. She's tough. And Montana De La Rosa dominated this fight. She dominated this fight. I don't know. Montana De La Rosa, she's only 25 years old. She got some more time. She needs some more. She need a couple more wins under her belt before she's even considered. She got to go through a Roxanne Modafferi. Hell, everybody want a piece of Roxanne's ass, okay? Listen, call out Roxanne Modafferi. Everybody else doing it, okay? Get Lauren Murphy out of the way. She got to knock somebody off. If she knock off Lauren Murphy or knock off Jessica, then, Montana De La Rosa should be in position to get a title shot. But if she fighting the likes of the Mara Borellas of the world, that's not going to get her, a title shot. So hopefully, Montana De La Rosa can get, even a top 10, top 5 opponent. Well, no, Mara Borella was top. I think Mara Borella was number 7. If I'm not mistaken, Mara Borella, I mess this girl name up all the time. How she beat that case? I think Borella Romero, I think she was ranked number 7. So, maybe she can get her hands on a top 5 opponent. Okay, maybe Montana De La Rosa can get her hands on a top 5 opponent. And if she can do that and win, win convincingly, then yeah, hey, be time for a title shot. Only time will tell. It's your boy Coach Sheldon Harris, and I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.